Now our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC light heavyweight champion and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, the Iceman, Chuck Liddell. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Magomedov.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Good to have you with us tonight from T-Mobile Arena, the home of the NHL's Vegas Golden Knights, and the building in which DC shocked some of the MMA world at UFC 226, but this venue will always have a special place for you.
This venue holds a special place in my heart. UFC 226, I became the double champion. This is a fight venue that you should want to compete in. A great arena where you can make history. Tonight you did the change. That's a big strike right there. That hook was bad.
Slip that one. Right on the button. Oh, they're trading hook shots here. We'll see who's the last man standing.
Oh, man.
Just over on the overhand. Now he's hooked.
That's one of those shots that if you take one of them, in the night, that one landed right on the spot. Look at that.
Oh, another ground strike gets through. Well, champ, I don't see that well, but it's hard to miss the redness underneath that elbow. A lot of bodily investment from his opponent tonight.
Yeah, it's an investment, John. It may not pay dividends right now, but the more you go there, the more damage you do, eventually it will show itself. So right now, it's starting to show.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Oh, that's how you do it. Postures up and lands to the head.
Gotta be careful here.
Another ground and pound strike gets home. Liddell's in half guard. Side control now.
Stay tight, stay tight.
So the crowd absolutely loving it as these fighters work their way back to the feet.
The fighters are back to their feet now, and they can take in the applause because they deserve it after that grappling exchange. Doing work with the jab.
Looks as though he's dealing with a cut above the eye here. Oh, man, how is he standing? Brutal knee to the body.
Oh, he's stuck bad. He's got to grab him. He's got to recover.
Oh, another big knee. Seconds to go.
Oh, nice.
Horns out for the end of round 1. All right, that's the end of the round. You see the cut on his forehead. The blood is trickling down. So we'll see if that becomes an issue or more of a factor here later in this fight.
We've got to get back up to our feet. The guard is awesome.
All right, well, the athletes have kept the replay truck busy tonight. We will take a look back at some of the highlights from that previous round. He opened a cut above his opponent's eye.
And now the cut becomes a story. We are going to have to watch the placement of this cut. Is the blood going to start to leak into the eye? How is he going to be able to fight through the damage that was dealt on those shots? What a great round by his opponent.
Ready.
But now it's on him to make the adjustments that give himself a chance.
And it's not just the cut man who has his work cut out for him. We'll see if he can make those adjustments and rally here in this next round. Oh, he lands a kick to the leg. Huge
chance. Now he's got to go find that follow-up attempt. The skill shot is what they call it, to go and end the fight. He's got to start throwing down.
Oh, big left hand. Oh, punches and bunches.
Big right hand.
Strong outside leg kick. Still plenty of time to go here, round 2. Nice crack there. All right, now you see some visible damage on that calf. We'll keep an eye on that.
You got to watch it. I mean, this kick is so damaging.
We passed the midpoint here of the fight. Gets up to beat his opponent in a lot of trouble now.
That was Cain Velasquez's punch of choice. Every time he landed that overhand right, he hurt people bad.
He goes.
Herb Dean steps in.
Oh, my goodness.
What a fight. So no judges needed tonight as he pounds him out for the TKO. I'm hoping I get an invite to the aftermath. Bruce Buffer is here. He has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 6 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by TKO, Chuck the Iceman Liddell.
Well, the celebration is on over there in the corner, and nothing subdued about it. They put a lot of time into this training camp and into this performance, and certainly their athlete delivered.
It was...
Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. We go inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Derrick the Black Beast Nunes. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is an Ultimate Fighter season winner, Tony El Cucuy Ferguson.
You ready to fight? Ready. Go.
Derrick Lewis, a throwback heavyweight in a lot of respects. Everything he throws is a potential fight ending. Oh, really good with the kick to the body. Man, I don't know how you simulate this guy in training, DC. Yet another example there of the dynamic striking game of El Cucuy. That uppercut is good.
That was a beautiful hook. It landed perfectly, and it hurt his opponent very bad.
That is it! The Black Beast strikes again!
Oh, my goodness, what a fight.
So how about that as he pounds him out for the TKO? Prioritized the finish tonight. Absolutely gets it with style points. A huge, huge result here in this arena tonight.
It's always fun to see an athlete tell you what they're going to do, and then they do it. This guy told us he was going to get a finish, and that's exactly what he did. Him and his team are going to have a fantastic time tonight celebrating. They should all be very proud.
All right, let's go inside the octagon where Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 57 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by TKO, Derrick the Black Beast Lewis.
All right, so the celebration is on not just here, but in Houston, Texas, and beyond for that man, Derrick Lewis. And few heavyweights have been as active. And now our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. All right, now for the official introductions, we go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Curtis Racer Blaydes. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Arman Tsarukyan.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go. Another big night for the MMA leader from Las Vegas, Nevada's T-Mobile Arena. Been a lot of seminal moments in this building. I can think of one.
It was a big one for me at UFC 226. But John, also UFC 200, I got to stand across the cage from Anderson Silva in that arena. This is a place where big fights happen. And tonight, you get to stand amongst the legends at the T-Mobile Arena.
Wow, strong roundhouse kick there.
Nice punch to the head. Those are big strikes.
Takedown defense holds up. Oh, that knee appeared to land, and that, at the very least, is going to give that wrestler something to think about now moving forward.
Well, wrestlers want to go forward, J.A. They want to get into you and take you down. That knee will relieve some of that forward pressure, and then maybe he can start to get off from a distance and have this wrestler staying back at his range. Nice shot to the head from the clinch position.
Blaydes going for the takedown here, nothing doing there.
Over and over, this guy's getting hit right in his face.
Big power shot there. Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing. Nice kick there by Curtis Blaydes. Big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he was to try to chase down that finish.
Just over 2 minutes to go in round 1. And how much more can he take? Oh, these ground strikes are just brutal. Blaydes is in half guard now. Closed guard here. He's very comfortable here working off of his back, DC.
Big ground and pound.
Tsarukyan gets up. He is back on the feet. Looked like he was in a submissive state on the ground, but he worked hard there to get back to the feet.
Liver kick.
Left hook to the head. Single collar tie here. Oh, and so now he lands another combination, so it's never just one shot. There's always 2 or 3 coming behind.
A lot of times people throw singular strikes. Not this gentleman. This man is stringing 4. He can't even stand.
And mixes in a takedown. Why not? What an end to round 1. All right, so the round is over, and you see the cut man not wasting any time as the fighter makes his way back to the stool. The cut man will try to shut that cut on the bridge of his nose and prevent it from becoming a factor here moving forward. All right, so there's the end of the round, and on one side, thrill, on the other, agony after that knockdown.
Yeah, he was able to really damage him with that big punch. You see the hands, the speed, how sharp he is, how technical he is. It allows him to land in spots where his opponent is winging punches. Great strike landed, great punch landed to put his opponent down.
You ready to fight? You ready?
All right, second round underway.
Oh, nice takedown.
Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Tsarukyan. Big power shots landing. Blaydes is in half guard.
Changing the position.
I need you to scramble.
Yep, got to be very careful there.
You gotta fight.
Posture's up. Oh, and he lands a brutal strike to the head.
Oh, my goodness.
What a fight! Make the bad man stop. A nice stoppage win for him here tonight, and the other side just couldn't handle the incoming assault. A flurry of punches, most of them upstairs, and when those big shots land repeatedly, the referee has no choice but to step in and call the fight. We get the official decision with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 59 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by TKO, Curtis Razor Blaydes.
Curtis Razor Blaydes, ladies and gentlemen. What a win for Blaydes here tonight. We saw some of the evolutions he has made with his striking game. The wrestling was still on point. All right, almost ready to go with this one. Here is tonight's tale of the tape. We send it inside the octagon. The veteran voice is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Amanda the Lioness Nunes. And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion of the World and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, Rowdy Ronda Rousey!
You ready to fight? Ready.
Well, this fight sold out in a blink, and it is now underway. The rematch between Ronda Rousey and Amanda Nunes. The odds were long that Ronda would come back, and even longer that when she did come back, she would face the Lioness Amanda Nunes.
And the odds favor Amanda Nunes in a way that we never thought Ronda Rousey would be viewed. So she's got some work to do, because not only is Amanda a dominant fighter, but the profile of Amanda Nunes has been raised much more than it was the first time they fought.
Great job landing that body kick.
Ooh. Man, she is just breaking her down with volume tonight as she lands another combination.
I mean, over and over, she is just landing so many different attacks. It's amazing to watch someone never throw less than 3. She's throwing at least 3 every time she enters.
Big knee there. And there's a takedown attempt. Under 3 minutes now to go in the round.
Keep your hands up. Use your footwork.
All right, so Amanda Nunes getting off here again as usual. Really as well-rounded a fighter as we have in the men's or the women's game here in 2020.
Yeah, regardless of gender, right? Regardless of gender, Amanda Nunes stands amongst the best in pound for pound in the entire UFC.
So just over 20 total strikes have already landed for Amanda Nunes. Is that a huge strike right there, DC?
Great shot landed. Now she's got to go chase her down to get another one off to finish the fight.
Oh, an instinctive land there as she goes to the jab, DC. Nicely.
Oh!
Beautiful hip toss there to take her down. She's flying Cormier Airlines tonight.
She's flying first class. She got thrown right on her head. You got to keep those hips back if you're going to defend this position.
Rousey's going for the sub here.
What a tight armbar. Great decision there. Maintain position over submission. Very, very smart.
Nicely done.
Scramble, scramble, scramble.
Rousey's in half guard. Posturing up now. Oh, and she lands a huge strike to the head. Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. These ground strikes are starting to add up. Round 2 straight ahead.
It's an order. Perfect. How you feel? Awesome. The cardio was great. You're working great. Everything you did in the gym.
All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays. You knew she came in with the book on her as a kicker, and her opponent did nothing to adjust.
Her opponent didn't check one kick. So why would she not continue down that path? Why would she not continue to throw her hands just to set up those beautiful, nasty kicks? And she is landing them with full force every time she throws it.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go with round 2. All right, so as this next round gets underway, hopefully the good action we saw in the last round will continue. Both fighters certainly had their ups and downs, both got the offense going, but now we'll see if one fighter or the other can really take control of what has been a very close fight thus far.
Oh, nice. Oh, big elbow.
How good was that judo toss?
Yes, smart adjustment, yep. Oh, right into mount.
All right, full guard here if you're the bottom fighter, trying to prevent the half guard, I would assume.
Yes, absolutely. Trying to keep her in full guard, throw up some submissions to get back to your feet.
Excellent ground and pound strikes here by Ronda Rousey. Oh, look at that high-level grappling as the fighter reverses position and attains a dominant position. She's got her back now. Trying to stay heavy here as best she can. In full guard now, DC. Well, Rousey's trying to lock up on a submission now. Looks pretty tight, DC.
It's getting tight right now, John.
Oh, come on, that has got to be it.
I'm gonna start this off.
Oh, she got out!
Oh my goodness, what a display of submission defense by this young lady.
All right, so the ladies make their way back to the feet. Nice job by her there, and the crowd is just lapping it up.
Yeah, they're loving her willingness to fight to get back to her feet. She never accepted being on the bottom, so even though it was difficult, she got it done, and now she looks to impose herself on her opponent.
90 seconds now to go in round 2. All right, so she lands another leg kick there, and now you're starting to really see visible damage on the other side. I'm not sure how many more of these she can take.
She won't take many more. You'll start to see her fall to her back, try to engage in the grappling, because she will not be able to get any weight on her front leg, which will make her stationary and be in a lot of danger to get caught with something hard at the top.
All right, so look at the inside leg kick. She runs her opponent out. Maybe the beginning of the end check.
She hurt her very badly with that big leg kick. Oh, landed some big shots, too.
Back and forth we go. All right, so just as we saw in the previous round, she is realizing a lot of success with her kickboxing game tonight, and you can see the confidence growing with every strike landed.
It's overwhelming for her opponent to be in there with her when she's in this flow state. She's so good at everything she's doing that now the activity is starting to pick up. If she can continue to fight in this way, I wouldn't be surprised if this fight gets finished.
All right, that's the end of the round, and the fighter has a cut on her nose, so that is something that certainly bears watching moving forward. Cut man racing in there. He'll try to seal that cut. She doesn't seem too bothered by it, but certainly something we'll keep an eye on here moving forward. All right, 60 seconds between rounds. Let us get you some of the highlights from that previous 5 minutes, including a couple of the strikes that caused the damage to that nose.
So a lot of damage done in that round by her opponent. What she has to do is move her head. She's got to stay off that center line. She's got to create some angles if she wants to avoid taking more shots to that cut that is now developed on her nose. She does have the ability to do that, but she has to be very open-minded in her approach.
And thankfully, physical toughness not an issue, but she figures to have to lean on that here as this next round gets underway.
She lands a nasty jab.
Nunes gets caught by that straight punch. You got to do better than that defensively. Well, she has been absolutely masterful in the stand-up department this evening, and everything has worked off of that jab. That has been one of the big weapons for her throughout her UFC career, and you see the numbers bottom of your screen as the jabs landed continue to pile up. Well, not just a high-output fight to this point, but a high-accuracy fight as well. Both fighters have absorbed a lot of damage thus far.
These two women have both fought so valiantly. They have really laid it out on the line tonight, and it's made for a very fun fight.
Just over 3 minutes to go in our third and final round. Nunes going for the body, targeting that area with the kick, but unable to land.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Well, this is exactly the sense of urgency you'd want to see from her here. She's trying to keep the judges out of it, really lighten her up now. Well, not sure if there's an injury or something, but here we are late in this fight, and she absolutely needs a finish or she's not going to win this fight.
Well, she needs a finish. She's taking a beating. I mean, she's fatigued. She's exhausted. She sees a fighter that has gotten her best. I can understand the frustration, but she has to throw all that out the window and go and try to chase the finish.
All right, north-south position. Oh, in good position to rip off a Kamaru here.
That's in pretty deep.
Oh, she bails on the sub. Both fighters throwing heat now. Beautiful technique on the straight right hand. Under a minute now to go in this one. Well, she better not be too dismissive of this calf kick because I see some visible bruising now.
Well, the
huge connection fire there.
Massive shot lands. Rousey's going to try to find the next shot that'll finish the fight.
20 seconds to go in the fight. Nunes gets caught by that straight hand. Nice body kick there. Well, Rousey's left leg is damaged now. Perhaps it was that last kick that did the damage, but you can see a clear limp that the fighter is dealing with right now. All right, so the fighters go the distance here tonight, and she really put it all together on the feet as we show you some of the highlights from the fight.
It's all come full circle for this young lady. She said on Thursday that we would see a better version of her than we did the last time she was in the octagon. I will take that a step further and say that this is the best we've ever seen. She should win a pretty clear decision.
The official decision is in. Bruce Buffer has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges score the contest 29-28. Declared the winner by unanimous decision, Ronda Rousey.
All right, so another seminal moment in a career chock full of them for rowdy Ronda Rousey as she continues to set this stage of her career. That is a scary proposition for the rest of this division. Our tail of the tape for this middleweight fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is a former UFC light heavyweight champion and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, the People's Champ, Tito Ortiz. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC welterweight champion, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare, Usman.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, early round action here. Let's see how soon Kamaru Usman chooses to shoot. He talked to us a lot midweek about his jab and his overall improvements when it comes to his boxing game. So perhaps that's just pre-fight hyperbole, but midweek he talked like a man who wanted to box more than he wanted to wrestle here tonight. Straight right, he misses. Hook in the clinch there is good by Usman. All right, so there's the takedown from Kamaru Usman. We know he has fallen in love with his jab and his hands a little bit, but back to his bread and butter early in this one.
Well, that's his roots, right? For as good as he is in the stand-up, for as powerful as the...
Oh, looking for the gilly lock now. Might have the guillotine.
That guillotine is tight.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything too long for himself to get subbed.
If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move. You got to shrimp. You got to get up on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
Tito getting peppered here from the top. He's got to figure out a way to cover up.
And there you go. Again, half guard.
Oh, he reverses the position now. Nice work on the ground by Tito.
Take it back.
And now he's got the back.
Nice transition.
Just over 2 minutes, round one.
He's got to be careful here.
Ground and pound keeps coming. Good movement to avoid that damage coming down. All right, looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful.
Best punch in the game. Beautiful jab. He's got to start kicking the body, kicking the head. He's just got to start kicking.
All right, so the big storyline in this one, the Nigerian Nightmare, Kamaru Usman, the wrestling's on point and the ground and pound going on as well.
You know, these skills are what allowed for Kamaru Usman to become the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. He is a tremendous wrestler.
And an immediate transition to the judo throw right into side control.
He's in side control. He's got a ton of options.
Right there.
All right, side control now.
Great shot from the top position.
All right, feet on the hips here. Oh!
He did a great job of reversing the position, using the opening that his opponent gave him to shut him off and get back up.
Pretty strong jab there by Tito. Round two is next.
Get back and regroup. Deep breath, recover. The wrestling wasn't sharp in this round. You were forcing the shots. You know what we did in the gym.
All right, DC, let's look at some of the highlights from the last round. Lot for the replay guys to choose from.
Yeah, man, these guys stood on a quarter in the middle of the octagon. Take one to give one. Over and over, each guy landed, and they both landed very well over the course of that first round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. That's good defense to block that punch. All right, so there it is again. Kamaru Usman starting to see the takedowns pile up. Nice entry to get that one down.
Great job by the former champion to get to the position that he's been known for, at least early in his career. He's developed striking, but ultimately, he's a wrestler, and he's got to use that wrestling to start everything that he wants to do inside the octagon.
Bottom fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage.
Usman's in half guard. Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. Just over 3 minutes now to go in round 2. All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound. Oh, he passes to half guard now. And he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt.
Oh, it's tight.
Oh, that's in, that's in.
This could be the end of the fight. He gets out, though. Wow.
Yeah, he did a great job of straightening his arm, and then when his arm straightened, he followed the momentum going in that direction to free himself from that Kimura attempt.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Tito. Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here. Continues to apply pressure here in half guard. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Ortiz.
Oh, nice.
Ortiz is right back to the full mount here.
He's got that arm triangle. Watch him pass to the opposite side. It looks real tight. He'll drop his weight to try to finish his technique.
Oh, that has got to be it.
He's bridging.
Oh, no way he got out.
He was able to create enough space to get his chest back flat on the mat and defend that arm triangle. Unbelievable.
10 minutes in the can.
Okay, sit down. Sit down. Listen to me. You are losing this fight, okay? You're wrestling, you're winning this fight. You're gonna go out there.
All right, so there's the horn at the end of the round. Multiple takedowns landed for him over the previous 5 minutes.
And you know what, John? Even more importantly, look at the opponent now. He's afraid to pull the trigger because he's been taken down so many times. Getting taken down is one thing, but having it happen to you continuously really does make you gun shy. And right now, he's very tentative to let his offense go because of the fear of getting taken down back to the mat again.
All right, here we go, third and final round. Usman connects. Oh, man, look how quickly he gets that foot to the target. Just missing on the uppercut there. Usman gets caught by that straight punch. Can't take too many more of those. Always be closing. Busy in the clinch here. The punch is good.
Trading huge shots. Let's see who's going to be the last man standing.
Slips the shot. Right to the target. Let's see if his opponent can survive.
I cannot believe he is still standing after taking that punch.
Oh, he gets up here, but he is on wobbly legs. Now goes in and secures the takedown.
He passed the half guard.
Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Ortiz is back in half guard. He's very comfortable here. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here.
Dion belly.
Tito's able to transition back to side control now.
Nice shot lands from the bottom.
Ortiz is in half guard now. Well, his superior grappling has certainly been the lead narrative in this one. The takedowns, the ground control, he's got it all going tonight.
He's doing a great job of dictating to his opponent, not allowing him to make any decisions in regards to the fight. He passes to half guard. Now he's going full mount. This is where he wants to be.
Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top. Postures up and lands a brutal strike to the head.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
Tito's back in full mount. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Inside the closed guard now.
You can either chase ground and pound, or you can go to submission. Right now, it looks like he's trying to get to an arm triangle. He needs to push the left arm across and secure it with his head.
Oh, gives up on the submission now.
Well, he had it tight, John, but then he decided to keep the dominant position by giving it up.
We'll see how the judges saw it. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges scored this contest 30-26, declaring the winner by unanimous decision, the People's Champ, Tito Ortiz!
So a familiar visual for mixed martial arts fans as Tito Ortiz gets his hand raised in the octagon. Hard tail of the tape for this heavyweight fight. And now one more time for the official introductions. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Dustin the Diamond Poirier. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner,
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, so here's the former UFC interim lightweight champion, Dustin Poirier. He has had so many signature wins. He is after another one here tonight and told us in our fighter meeting believes he has the striking advantage here tonight. All right, so we build this as a striker's delight and a good early sign for the boxer getting inside and landing that hook on the kickboxer.
Beautiful hook in close, staying tight so that the kickboxer is very limited with using his legs, but he can always land and turn on that beautiful hook.
Poirier gets caught with that punch. All right, so Dustin Poirier getting off to a pretty good start tonight and all driven by that straight left hand. Yeah,
you know, Dustin Poirier is a right-handed guy, so he's pawing at you with the right jab, and then boom, he drops that right hand. We have seen him put some of the best fighters in the world on their back with that straight left hand. Good to see that Dustin Poirier is landing it early.
That was a huge shot there, DC. I'm not sure how he stayed upright.
I mean, when you get hit with a shot like this, another, he's hurt. He's hurt bad.
Both guys appeared to land there. Well, he's landed a few big uppercuts already. I would bet you $1,000 he sets it up again here.
You're not taking my money, J.A. That uppercut is coming. And when it lands, it's going to land and land very damaging.
Punch coming, it's blocked. Oh, big power left hand from Dustin Poirier. At times he looks like an ambidextrous fighter. Good pop in both of his hands. Let's see if he can follow up. Just over 2 minutes to go in round 1. Well, now you see some visible damage on the side underneath the elbow. He told us he was going to invest in the body. He hasn't missed a whole lot tonight.
You didn't expect him to do it this effectively. He's done a fantastic job of following the game plan.
Good work from the top here by Dustin Poirier.
Oh.
Good movement on the ground here defensively by Poirier. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Tyson's able to make a nice transition there, back into side control. Lands with the ground and pound.
Now he's got good body position, yup. Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
Round one winding down here. Oh, he's got his back.
No, you don't want him on.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell. So back to the stool. Mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight. All right, so a big knockdown for him courtesy of that punch in that round. DC, here's your replay.
Big moment in the previous round. They were both fighting very well, but when he landed this punch right here that sits his opponent down, it showed that the power is not equal, and if he can land, he does have the ability to damage him.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, let's get to round two. His head still attached to his body.
The last time I saw an uppercut like that, it was Overeem versus Ngannou, and you know they still haven't found out.
Oh, pinpoint ground strike by him there, and that one opened up a cut.
Protect yourself, posture. Protect yourself.
He passes to half. Beautiful transition.
Nice positional control here.
Massive shot from the top. And another one. Another strike from the top lands for us.
Man, great job finding a way out, finding an escape to get back to your feet.
Try to establish that jab.
He got hurt again.
Yeah, that was just a gorgeous shot to end the fight right there. I'm not even sure the opponent really saw it coming. So back to the drawing board for him, but for the winner, this is certainly exactly what he was looking for here tonight. All right, let's get to the official decision. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 47 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, Iron Mike Tyson!
So Iron Mike Tyson getting it done in the UFC yet again. I know a lot of people had some pause when he transitioned from boxing tonight. And now you can start to think about matchmaking this guy moving forward. Odds stacked against him here. And now our tail of the tape for this heavyweight fight. All right, now to get us started, we go inside the octagon where we find Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, Magomed Ankalaev. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He is an Ultimate Fighter season winner, Nate Diaz.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Oh, well, a lot of people have planted their flag on Magomed Ankalaev in terms of his future light heavyweight greatness, but the UFC matchmakers do a masterful job in terms of setting up a test that you need to pass in order to get to that requisite next level. This is a challenging challenging stylistic matchup, and even the confident Ankalaev acknowledged that this is going to test me in ways perhaps I haven't been tested in the octagon before. Man, back and forth we go, and early on, these guys getting after it.
They told us it would be fun, and so far, they've delivered. Oh, look at that. Big shot to the head. Another one.
All right, early in the fight here, Nate Diaz off to a pretty good start, found a home for that left hand.
I mean, and it's powerful. It does not seem like Nate is throwing it hard, but he always finds his target. He's very accurate with that straight left hand. So he kind of feeds the right hand to get you moving where he wants, and then bang, he drops that straight left on you that hurts so many. Hurt Conor McGregor, and he hurt the welterweight champion, Leon Edwards, in the same way.
Certainly showing off some good hands here tonight. So 28 total strikes have already landed for Nate Diaz. Really nice defense there. Oh, nice overhand left.
When he gets close, he throws.
How about that strike over the top, and now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Beautiful lever change. Make him think you're going low, and you come right over the top with that beautiful overhand. Great punch.
Oh! Big shots being landed on both sides here. Well, his opponent seemed to be stunned to a significant extent, but was able to recover, and it's almost like he let him off the hook.
Kind of let him off the hook. He needed to really put his foot on the gas to try to find that finish.
Well, that overhand big weapon for him throughout his career. It's been there all night. Look for him to go back to it here. All right, so that calf is starting to bruise up. We'll keep an eye on it.
He's got to check now, because if he doesn't, his leg is going to be so... He's not going to be able to move. He's going to be in real trouble.
And that one certainly found the target.
You don't really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even be on his feet right now.
Timely defense there. Huge block for him. Looking to land the right hand, he misses.
Oh my goodness, what a kick!
There's the horn. Plenty of action to digest from that one. All right, so there's the horn. It's amazing to think we got here, given how many times he rocked his opponent there in the previous round. Almost looked like a glorified sparring session, given how dominant he was.
Yeah, it just looked like one guy that was much better than the other guy. He was hurting him every time he landed, and it's a testament to his ability and his accuracy in the stand-up.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two. All right, so there's that Nate Diaz left hand. You talked about the sneaky power. That one looked pretty good.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's throwing it hard, but he's so accurate that when he lands, he can hurt you. Nate Diaz has a really good left hand, and it's all rooted in how he hides it behind that slap right hook.
Oh, side kick lands. Well, now if you're the opponent, you really got to be careful as Diaz is able to find a home for that right hand yet again.
When Diaz starts landing the right hand, you have got to stay firm. You have got to dig your heels in the ground and say, no way you're going to just run me over. Easier said than done when you're facing Nathan Diaz.
How about the accuracy to land right there? His opponent's wobble champ.
He's hurting bad. He cannot take another shot like that. Oh, my goodness!
Oh, beautiful combination.
Oh, that's big.
Oh, misses with the jab. Well, no feeling out process tonight. Both fighters invoking damage on the other side.
Yes, we knew this would be very competitive. We knew that this was a tough fight. We knew that both guys would be very evenly matched in this fight. But we didn't expect to see this type of war between these two guys.
Ankalaev's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge. Just over 2 minutes now to go in the round. Able to block that one. Man, as he landed a high volume of strikes here in round 2, definitely picking up the pace after round 1. So he got the message from the corner, and now he is taking control of this second round. Diaz's nose is bleeding now, so we'll see how he handles that adversity, but nothing ideal about it here in the middle of this fight.
This might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. He landed a massive hook to put his opponent on wobbly legs.
Well, maybe he'll look to set up that hook again. Pocket presence and punches and pressure and pace. It's a lot of P's, but when you're fighting like Diaz, you better be prepared because he is coming and he is not stopping until the final round. 20 seconds to go, round 2. Well, we may have the best cut men and women in the business, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to do much with that cut. It continues to widen with every passing strike.
And you're fighting a great fight. It's hard to deal with the damage of the cut while dealing with the hitter in front of you. Right now, you've got to do something different to try and change the way that this fight is playing out.
All right, so there's the end of the round. Big story in this one now. The cut on the bridge of that nose from that strike. The cut man is in there. Should be able to shut this one and potentially prevent it from being a factor here moving forward. All right, so now we have some real adversity. There's a cut on the nose. Hard to know if that's impacting the breathing, but some definite damage in that previous round.
Yeah, some real damage. And now when you get a cut like that, that is in a bad spot. Because every time you get hit on the nose, it's so jarring. And then the blood starts to go down into the mouth. He's got enough move out.
Punches in bunches, and he hasn't really shown any signs of slowing down here tonight. I'm not sure how much more his opponent can take. All right, next round is underway. You know these are two of the more conditioned fighters on the roster, so cardio is not going to be an issue here. And for some fighters, you know, you can have one of those adrenaline dumps or the cardio abandons you on fight night. Not the case for these two guys. Both look very fresh as we start this next round. Oh, right back to the well with the calf kick, and yet again, he does not miss.
He doesn't miss because his opponent didn't address it early. And now he's so limited in his movements that he can't get out of the way. He's going to get finished if he doesn't do something different.
Hard shots landing on both sides here.
Oh, nice kick.
Oh, and he continues to pour it on. We mentioned earlier the aggression with his striking. Got to be careful to not gas out here, but at least you have to admire the approach. Ankalaev's body getting bruised up on that right side now. Don't want to take too many more shots to that midsection. All right, it's late in the fight now. I don't need to be a judge to tell you that he is clearly losing. What is a fighter's mentality? Oh, you got to keep pressing here. Could be the beginning of the end.
This is a terrible position.
Oh, heavy shots raining down. All right, rubber guard now, DC. Some submissions at his disposal if he so chooses.
Yeah, he does have a couple submissions. They're very rare submissions. Go plata. Almost beautiful submission attempt here.
Oh, he's got that submission tight now. You gotta be kidding me. How did he get out?
He just stayed calm. He was able to withstand the fire, and now he finds himself out and safe. Look at that. Recognizing he's about to lose position.
All right, he's hanging out inside the closed guard of his opponent here, DC. You gotta be careful. All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round.
Getting him out here. He's got to be careful here. This man is landing brutal ground and pound.
The crowd just loving it as the fighters, after an extended grappling battle, make their way back to the floor.
Yeah, they're back on their feet. They spend a lot of energy on the ground, though. These guys are going back and forth on the ground, and ultimately, he's gotten back to his feet to give himself an opportunity.
The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buff.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges score the contest 30-27, declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Magomed Ankalaev.
All right, you heard it there from Bruce Buffer. Magomed Ankalaev is your winner tonight by decision. Not really many weaknesses when it comes to this guy's game, at least nothing I've seen on film, and nothing.
His skill, but also his presence. He's a big guy for the weight class. He gets in your face right away, and you'll be on the...
All right, well, you can argue in terms of prospects coming up in this division, this man is as well-rounded as any fighter in the weight class. Tonight believes he'll have the striking advantage, but not afraid to grapple if the fight goes to the ground as well.
Well, when you possess that type of skill, when you have all the abilities, you're not afraid of where the fight goes. This man believes that he's just better, and he has proven that every time he steps into the octagon. He is well-rounded, and many say it, but this kid is well-rounded, and he has shown it in his octagon appearance.
Yeah, comes from a great camp, gets a lot of different looks, and health is wealth. When he's been healthy, he's looked like one of the best fighters in this division. Jon Jones steps inside the octagon. He's ready to fight. So here he is, one of a handful of 2-division champions in UFC history. This might be the most handsome guy on the roster, Daniel Cormier, back to the proving ground here tonight.
And he's got the body of a goddess. Look at this guy as he walks to the octagon. Phenomenal wrestler, Olympian, a page of accolades that are unmatched by anyone in the UFC. 2-division champion, phenomenal striker, just the best wrestler the UFC's ever seen. And look at that hairline. Has this guy been visiting LeBron's barber? Because it seems to be growing in reverse.
You got the best skin fade in the business. Actually, his parents wanted to name him Adonis Cormier. They felt like DC sounded better than AC. But joking aside, this is one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world. You are that. Your future's in the Hall of Fame, but you got a big one in front of you here tonight.
It'll be a big fight, but I expect Daniel Cormier to get his hands raised.
Our tail of the tape for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. Here once more, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening. It's time! This fight is 5 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC light heavyweight champion and the former UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Jon Bones Jones! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC light heavyweight champion, the former UFC heavyweight champion of the world, and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame,
Dean, third party in the octagon tonight. All right, so here we go, folks. It just does not get any more magnified than this. Daniel Cormier versus Jon Jones. We knew it had to happen again, and I know you're smack dab in the middle of this. I would argue it's the greatest rivalry in MMA history.
Yeah, I believe this is the greatest rivalry in mixed martial arts history. I stood in that octagon against this man, and the crowd had the arena shaking. I can feel the vibrations through my feet. I can only imagine what these two are thinking right now, because as I hold this control in my hand, as I get ready to beat Jon Jones again, because I never get tired of it, I know that they're prepared, the camps have been good, and these two put their best foot forward every single time they're locked in the octagon.
All right, no surprise to see Johnny Bones Jones open with some of those long-range weapons and finding some early success in this one.
That's exactly what he does. He throws the front kick to the leg, and he throws those lead kicks to the body. He's long, he's 6'4" for the weight class, and he has learned masterfully how to fight with his height and his range. All those long-range weapons are Jon Jones's calling card.
Scramble, scramble.
Cormier's in half guard.
There it is, now he's going to mount. That was nice. He's got to start to get to the... And look at him attacking the arm triangle on the other side. He's going to lock him down, try to pass all the way across his body. Once he gets across, he will start to drop his chest to the mat and chase the finish.
He gets out.
He was able to get his momentum going back towards his opponent, then back in the opposite direction to get his hips back and his chest down towards the mat.
And you just spilled your popcorn all over the broadcast.
I absolutely did, John. You know I love popcorn.
All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. Postures up now and lands a devastating strike to the head. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Cormier's back in full mount.
Great job finding his shots from the top position.
Oh, shades of the godfather of the ground and pound, Mark Coleman, as he lands again.
Coley's somewhere smiling, watching this guy land from the top position.
That'll do it! Daniel Cormier has done it!
Jeez Louise!
So what a moment in this man's career. A huge finish in front of a capacity crowd. After party's gonna be on fire. How about it?
I mean, I'm just sitting here stunned, because to watch a young athlete have a performance like this was really amazing. The finishing instincts, his ability to close the show, it was next level. It was amazing, John.
Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean is going to stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 7 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by TKO, Daniel D.C. Cormier.
All right, well, you know he's got wrestling, you know he's got submissions, but he's also got power. Don't sleep on it. Daniel Cormier, your winner by TKO. Well, there's always a special feeling when Khamzat Chimaev makes the walk, whether at welterweight or at middleweight. This man has proven to be a real problem and really has lived up to all the hype and then some, dating to his 2020 UFC debut.
It's so hard for you to meet expectation, much less exceed it.
Right.
Khamzat Chimaev has exceeded the expectations set for him when he made his UFC debut. He has been nothing short of a buzzsaw, just going through guys at a rate that not anyone could have expected. What a fantastic fighter we get to watch every time we see Khamzat in the octagon.
And of course, many people harken back to the Gilbert Burns fight in 2022, the consensus fight of that year in which Chimaev was challenged and still rose to the occasion. We'll see how he fares tonight. All right, here he is, the undisputed baddest man on the planet, the UFC heavyweight champion. And man, does he have all the confidence and the self-belief that comes with that distinction.
Yeah, when you're the baddest man on the planet, you are confident. You have to be a bit arrogant, a bit cocky. And that's what this guy has. He has been here on so many different occasions. This is like another night in the office, but you can never tell by the way that he prepares. When you watch him prepare, he treats every one of his defenses as if it's the first time he's fighting for a UFC championship.
No, you put that well. He has had that patented intensity about him this week, trying to occupy some headspace in the challenger. Huge heavyweight title fight is upon us. Won't be long now, folks. And now let's get you our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening. It's time! And now, 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Khamzat Chimaev. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC featherweight champion of the world, Ilia Topuria.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready. Good.
All right, Khamzat Chimaev is back as this round gets underway. Undefeated fighter who has officially taken the sport by storm. His fight against Gilbert Burns back at UFC 273 probably is going to end up in the Hall of Fame. But Khamzat didn't want to talk about that this week at all. He wants a quick night at the office. He wants to get a finish and actually said he believes it's going to materialize on the feet and not the ground. We shall see. Chimaev gets the early takedown. Nice start to the round for him. Let's see what he can do with it. Making all these shots count. Looks like he might attempt the guillotine now. Oh, that guillotine is officially tight. Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control.
Oh, right into mouth.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start. That was a slick transition.
Chimaev's right back to the full mount. Lands with the ground and pound here.
Now he's looking arm triangle on the opposite side. When he goes to finish, look, he's got it locked. When he goes to finish, he has to pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get enough pressure to finish his technique.
Still pursuing the submission here.
He is like a dog on a bone. Good job by the champ there. Sliding back out.
Oh, how about that transition to top position? Beautiful work by Topuria.
Now he's going full mount. He's isolating an arm.
Ooh, looks like it might be locked in.
Once he gets going, he's got so many ways to finish arm bars.
Ooh, crowd pops as he gets out again.
They respect his ability to escape, and he showed how well-versed he is in submission defense.
All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's going to be.
Final minute of round one. All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine, but the opponent turns to the opposite side. He can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out and just go for the finish. Look at him attack that arm triangle on the opposite side. When it's time to finish, he will lock his hands, pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his his chest.
Fight back.
Oh, big
Fight back.
shots raining down.
Postures up, air belly, he brings out ground pound. He has to move, or the fight is gonna get stopped.
All right, there's the horn indicating the end of the round. So potentially a big factor here, ladies and gentlemen. The cut on the cheek sustained in that round. Certainly better to be below than above the eye, but the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. All right, back to the stools we go, and it's starting to look like a second mouth on his cheek.
Yeah, it looks terrible. I mean, the guy is getting hit with big shots. One big enough to open up a nasty cut on his cheek. While it's in a better spot, it still is very difficult to deal with.
Like if he absorbs another strike on that cheek, he might actually be able to eat through that cut on his cheek.
Ready.
I'm just saying.
He's got a big mouth.
All right, round two. All right, so not exactly the approach we thought we would see out of this BJJ player. His ground game, you can argue, as good as anyone's in this division, yet he hasn't attempted a single takedown.
Has not even attempted a takedown. I would never have expected this, John. I don't understand what is going on in this fighter's head. He needs to get the fight to his wheelhouse, and that is on the ground in the grappling. I don't know, man. Pride is a weird thing, and it seems as though he's fighting with pride tonight.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to isolate an arm, maybe set up a Kimura here, DC.
He's attacking the Khamzat. Watch for him to step over to try to get him up on his hip.
Now he's out. The fight's going to continue.
Oh, my goodness. I thought it was over. I thought this fight was over.
Work.
Nice strike lands from the bottom fighter. Great ground and pound by this man.
And the referee brings the fight back to its feet. No surprise there. Needed to see more action.
Cannot take those leg kicks clean like that.
3 minutes now to go in round two. Well, that'll quiet the storm. Shot blocked by Topuria. Oh, and he lands another.
He's going to guillotine.
Submission defense holds up again.
It's on point. He's constantly under attack, and he just constantly bats away these submission attempts back to back.
Man, submission defense is a powerful thing. Offense keeps going for it. Defenders held up every step of the way.
Yeah, the defense has done a great job just making sure he leaves nothing long, no submission attempts. Even when they get him, he continues to stay calm and patient, and he's defending his take these submissions.
Chimaev's back to the side control now.
Getting the ball here. He's got to start throwing now.
All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now he's got to be careful here. Nice.
Oh, what a moment there as they make their way back to the feet. 3 strike zones there. Somehow, his opponent stayed upright.
I mean, he's still on his feet, but he's not up by much.
Oh! 30 seconds now to go in the round. Chimaev gets punished by the uppercut there. That one's going to leave him up.
He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
Oh, saved by the bell. The round is over. He got stunned by a massive shot just before the end of the round. So now he goes back to the stool, wobbly a little bit. We'll see if the corner can maximize these 60 seconds and keep his head in the fight. Well, I'm not sure the extent to which he has recovered, but we do see the end of the round. DC, talk us through the replay.
Well, he's a tough guy. He's going to make it to the stool. He's going to survive unless you put him completely out of there. Unfortunately, he's in there with a guy that does have that ability.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight.
Look at the quick action that comes from him throwing that kick. Real quick leg kick.
Oh, he gets tagged again. Nice combination. So, DC, I'm not sure if fear of fatigue is a... Chimaev gets the double leg takedown. Nice job there, disguising his entry. Might be a submission attempt here, Chimaev.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities.
Chimaev's going for a choke. Oh, I'm no expert, but that Von Flue choke looks locked in. Oh, how about that? He gives up on the submission. Looked pretty tight to me.
Oh, nice right hand by the champ, yeah.
Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career. Oh, how about that reversal by him there? Under 3 minutes to go in our third round.
These are big shots, and they're not glancing blows. When he's throwing, he is landing so clean that his head is starting off the mat.
So we have crossed the midpoint in this one. Chimaev's in half guard. A lot of top pressure being applied here. And busy as he looks to improve position here. Topuria's going for a choke. Oh, that Von Flue choke is tight. Oh, flips the switch as he changed the submission attempt.
He jumps right to the opposite side, trying to get the arm triangle.
Holding the position now.
He's smart. He knows not to lose his position.
Chimaev's in half guard.
Nice shots landing from the top position. Another strike gets through from the top position.
Oh, huge pop from the crowd as the fighters get back up to their feet. I mean, you and I love a good grappling match, but these fighters came to see knockouts.
Yeah, the fans came to see them knock each other out. That's what they're going to get.
Now his opponent's really on the ropes.
His opponent, Ortiz, he's hurt so bad. I don't know what he's going to do to stay in this fight.
That is it! Khamzat Chimaev gets the win by TKO.
Oh, boy.
Well, make no mistake about it, he is getting 2 paychecks tonight as he gets the big TKO victory. Wow.
That's unbelievable. It was crazy to watch his finishing instincts on display as he got that massive victory. It was amazing, John. It was amazing.
Bruce Buffer now has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 40 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by TKO and new undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Khamzat Chimaev.
All right, so it goes into the books as a TKO win for Khamzat Chimaev. Certainly a happy corner after that performance, and now we'll see what they do with him moving forward, but a performance that deserves to be celebrated.
Absolutely. They should celebrate this. I mean, it's hard when you have a guy like Khamzat who's a perfectionist.
Right.
He wants to show out every single time. Tonight he showed out. He dominated and won a fight in a way that he almost called.
But tonight, his opposition couldn't pass the test. So here he is out of the blue corner, the #1 heavyweight contender fighting for the title here tonight. Daniel Cormier has 8 championship belts at home. Do you remember, though, the nerves for your first UFC title fight?
It's the most overwhelming thing you've ever felt in your entire life. You are sitting in the back waiting for that moment where you get an opportunity to go chase something greater than yourself. So many people have played a part in getting this man to this spot. How does he deliver? How does he not let anyone down? How does he ultimately become the champion of the world? This is a big spot for him. He is so excited to try and become the man.
While self-belief is a powerful thing, he has long thought that he is the best heavyweight in the world. Tonight, he gets a chance to prove it. Respect and appreciation as we have for the skill sets of the lower weight class athletes, there is nothing in pro sports quite like a UFC heavyweight championship fight. That is a reality. You've been there, you've done that. Baddest man on the planet putting that very distinction on the line tonight.
Yeah, the champ walks again, and he wears that proudly. Johnny wants to be called the champ. He loves to be called the baddest man on the planet. He is so skilled, he's so dangerous, he's so scary, and he gets up for these types of challenges. He intends to never let go of his belt.
He understands the challenge in front of him here tonight, but he has been forged by this training camp, the championship experience he has accrued, and we'll see if he can lead the way he enters as the greatest heavyweight in the world. Islam Makhachev, and he finds himself in another big spot here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. We send it inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening. It's time! And now, 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Morales! And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC lightweight champion, Islam Makhachev!
All right, Herb Dean, third man in the octagon for this one.
Ready. Good.
All right, round getting underway, and we take a look at the Combat Sambo world champion and UFC lightweight contender, Islam Makhachev. What will he do in this fight? Well, oftentimes he does whatever he wants to do. Certainly he can impose his will on the ground, where his game is just so nuanced when it comes to the throws and the trips and the manipulation of joints and everything else. But on the feet, in a kickboxing setting, this man is proven elite as well. A true 5-tool player who many believe by year's end could just be the king of the lightweight division. Oh, he leads with a power right hand there, DC. That'll work.
Really sat down with that right hand.
Double leg is good.
Changing the position.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Islam Makhachev.
And there you go, again, half guard.
Makhachev's right back to the full mount here. All right, into full guard here, DC. I know you don't like hanging out here for too long.
No, you don't want to stay there. Too much of a submission threat, you gotta pass.
I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition. Attempting a choke now. Oh, looks like he's got that arm pin in the triangle now.
He's working very hard to try to get the sub.
So how about that position over submission as he bails on the sub?
I think that's a great job. You got to make sure you don't end up in a worse position because you're trying to score a submission.
All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground. Close guard. Makhachev's in half guard now.
Oh, right in the mount.
Posture's up now. That's a vicious head strike. How'd he take it? "45 seconds to go here in round one."
Big ground and pound.
All right, so some high-level stuff there on the ground, but as they make their way back to the feet, a huge response from the crowd, no surprise there.
I loved it. I loved all the grappling that was on display there, but fight fans want to see striking, and that's exactly what they're going to get as he finally makes his way back to his feet.
Stop,
Round two next.
All right, take a seat, buddy. Breathe. Great round. Okay, you're doing great route positioning on the ground. I want more of that. This round, I need you to stay a little more out.
All right, we now take a look back at some of the highlights from that last round, DC. A lot for the replay guys to choose from.
I mean, these guys are going to be very busy trying to find what replay to show you guys. Lands on both sides of the octagon. Both guys fought great. What a phenomenal round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round two here.
Oh, that one landed, yep.
Ooh, nice uppercut from the champ. Oh, there's the head kick. It's blocked.
Oh, man, head kick lands.
Back to the jab now, no good. Oh, huge right hand.
Oh, nice. Oh, my goodness.
All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie. Entering in on a single leg takedown attempt here, and he is able to get the fight where he wants it. Nice job there.
The moment he secures that single leg, you can see how comfortable he is and the variety of finishes he has from this position.
All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys can start throwing up legs, chasing triangles.
All right, north-south position now. We'll see who transitions first. Oh, he's got the Kamaru position locked in now. Oh, favoring position over submission.
Very smart decision. You never want to value the submission over keeping dominant position.
Well, he was a little bit lackluster in round one. You can't say the same here in this second round. He has really picked up the pace, an uptick in the aggression and the output, and starting to find his range here in the pocket. Under 2 minutes now in round two. Well, you saw us reference it in the tail of the tape, DC. He's got the reach advantage and certainly made good use of it there in landing that jab. Man, he's got good hands. Beautiful strike there. Oh, nice slip to avoid that right hand. That is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
1 minute to go in round two.
Oh, nice takedown defense.
And they separate. Oh, he blocked that one. Oh, tags him with the straight. Nice job there by Usman. Rips the body there for good measure. 10 minutes in the can. All right, there's the horn. What a round it was, DC. And, of course, the seminal moment, that big knockdown that nearly got his opponent out of there for good.
Almost finished the fight, but now he needs to reset, right? Don't rush. Go back out into the next round and just try to find that shot again. If he rushes, if he overexerts himself, he will run out of energy and put himself at risk of losing the fight.
All right, let's check out some of the action, DC, and how about the punching acumen by that fighter in that previous round?
He does not waste anything. He does not loop punches. Everything's tight. Everything's precise. He's a sniper. We always talk about how he's a sniper. He is a sniper, and it showed in that exchange that allowed him to drop his opponent.
You ready? You ready? Let's do it.
Round 3 of a possible 5.
Shots, and if you take one of them, if you get the night, that one landed right on the spot.
Oh, a big right hand! Well, he rocked him, but couldn't finish him.
He rocked him, he hurt him bad. He couldn't find that one shot to close the door. Could not turn the lights off. And now, he's tasked with trying to find that shot again.
Makhachev's in half guard.
There it is, now he's going to mount.
If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move, you got to shrimp, you got to get up on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space. And there you go, again, half guard.
Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
Well, on paper, it looked like a grappling advantage for him coming in, and largely, DC, that's the way it's played out. The takedowns, the ground control, he's got it all going tonight.
He's got it all going, J.A. This is a dream for him. The takedown early, the ground control, really starting to wear at the gas tank of his opponent.
Well, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense.
All right, so he lets go of the submission now.
He let go because he saw that he was going to lose his position. He got
big shots landed by him now.
Now he's in side control.
Makhachev's back in side control. Oh, he's got him in a crucifix now, DC. We've seen you go to this a couple times, no?
This is one of my favorite techniques. I got Volkan Ozdemir here, and I just landed punch after punch after punch. They didn't have to be hard, but if you can land 30, 40 strikes in a row, the referee will have no choice but to finish the fight.
Well, you didn't see a lot of the body work from him in the earlier rounds, but he's certainly getting after it here. Big shot to the body connects there. We'll see if he can follow it up.
I'm shot there by the champ.
Well, some fighters, when they get cracked in the mouth, they respond well. He got stunned earlier in the round and hasn't really recovered or gotten back into things.
People react differently, right? Some people just get back going. He's having a hard time building his way back into this fight.
Final seconds of the round. All right, 3 rounds down, potentially 2 more to go. We are headed to the championship round.
All right, take a seat, man. That was awesome. You really hurt him at the end of that round now. He is not going to recover, okay? I want you to go out there this round, and I want you to get him.
All right, there's the end of the round, so it was a huge strike to the head that stunned his opponent and nearly got him out of there.
Yeah, that was a big moment. A big strike lands, his opponent's on wobbly legs. That is exactly what you want to see as you're walking back to your stool. Your opponent staggering back to his corner and being hopeful that he can get it back together before the start of the next round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
4th round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go. You can feel the tension. 4th round is underway. We'll see who has the upper hand here.
You feel it inside of the arena. The fighters feel it inside of the octagon. It's palpable. The energy is crazy because you understand that in the next 10 minutes, someone's going to get a belt strap around their waist. It's amazing. Man, he has a
great double leg. My goodness, he has a great double leg.
Makhachev's in half guard. Really good job to land these strikes from top position. Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through. A couple hammer fists there for good measure. All right, well, he's got him softened up here.
Oh, right into mount.
Oh, he got to his spot.
Well, good dexterity and movement here on the ground to avoid any further damage, courtesy of that ground and pound. Nice job off of his back by Islam Makhachev.
In the half guard. Oh, he's stepping over the head here.
Oh, that Kimura looks tight. Oh, he's out.
You need to watch out his position.
All right, he remains in pursuit of the submission, but the defense continues to hold up. I'm not sure he's going to be able to find a finish here.
In MMA today, guys are so well-rounded. They're so gifted. It's hard to just lock up a submission, but he continues to try. And in those efforts, he has given himself a chance to win this fight.
I've never been submitted. Oh, he's setting up an armbar now.
Oh, he's got the armbar deep. Fight IQ on full display there. Recognizing he was losing the sub, elected to keep the dominant position. Oh, right to the mount.
Makhachev's in half guard. Nicely done.
Oh, he's got to be careful there, yep.
A lot of fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage.
All right, working inside the closed guard now. This is no safe place against this opponent. How's his opponent still standing?
I mean, I have no idea. This fight is supposed to be over. And it might not be over now, but it's going to be over very soon.
All right, so the round is over. Certainly stunned his opponent in that round. We'll see if he can follow up here after 60 seconds.
Yeah, he did a fantastic job of finding a shot that really did affect the equilibrium of his opponent. Now he needs to go back and find the attack that's going to shut the lights off.
All right, let's now look back at some of the action from that round. He went headhunting, landed, nearly got the finish too.
A lot of coaches tell you don't headhunt. In this case, he's been headhunting, and he landed a big enough shot to truly put his opponent on notice.
You ready to fight? Ready.
So here it is, folks, fifth and final round.
Nice leg kick.
Oh, well done to block that powerful kick to the body. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes up. Single leg takedown. Oh, there's some good ground and pound here, and some swelling has now been caused on his opponent. All right, inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have two hands in or two hands out, or guys start to attack triangles.
Push off and get up.
Makhachev's in half guard now.
Now he's going full mount.
Trying for a submission now. Ooh, this could be it. That thing is tight.
That arm triangle is deep.
Still in hot pursuit of the submission here. Oh, bails on the submission now. Oh, he's got the knee on the belly. Could be trouble defensively.
You need to shove the knee, hip heist, and get back up to your feet. Nice transition.
Outstanding pressure from top position here by Islam Makhachev. All right, so he gets back to the feet. That was seemingly the only way he could win this fight. Down the stretch we come.
Down the stretch, but on the feet. He was not going to win this fight from his back. He needed to get up. That was step number one. Step two, find the finish.
All right, well, time is the enemy now, DC, and he's really running out of it if he's going to get his hand raised tonight.
He's got to go forward. He's got to throw everything at his opponent to try and find that punch or that kick that's going to end the fight. There is no time for strategy.
Makhachev's in half guard. All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips.
Getting them out here.
Trying to set up a submission now. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in. Oh, so now he bails on the submission.
He bailed, and rightfully so. You keep the dominant position. Great job. Very smart fighter we got there.
All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score the contest, 49-46. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Islam Makhachev.
So there he is, and still the baddest man on the planet, the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world. 5 rounds, the heavyweight champion remains the same. Congratulations to the baddest man on the planet. Tonight. All right, here we go with round 1 action, and all eyes are on Poatan Alex Pereira. So many layers to his striking game, but you can argue chief among them in terms of his weapons, those calf kicks. He uses that weapon early on in fights, so certainly something that bears watching. We'll see if the decorated kickboxer Alex Pereira can get those leg kicks going early. Nice elbow lands on the inside. Oh, big damaging knees here to the body. All right, early round action here on the kickbox. He's not going to win the fight. Big shot there, DC, and one more of those, he might be out.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot landed perfect.
Oh, beautiful level change.
Oh, nice.
Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options, because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestler stand-up. Get to your knees, post your hands, don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hooks. But get to your hands, stand up, fight the hands, break away and escape. But it's so much more free-flowing than a half guard in the side control, because all you need to do is just get the opponent's body up, because his legs are just free to move. His legs are not controlling anything. His legs are just free, so you have more freedom to use yours. Nice.
Oh, huge hook. Well, Javier Mendez, Tony, true on the double leg. 3 minutes have elapsed here in round 1.
There it is. Now he's running them out. He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted. He's been beaten.
On his back now, he's going for the rear naked choke.
He takes his opponent to his side to try to get the finish.
Looks like his opponent's trying to turn into the choke here, but there's a lot of pressure.
Oh, right into mouth.
Postures up now and lands the vicious head strike. Oh, huge elbow. Big, big strikes continue to land.
Yes, smart adjustment, yup.
All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control, because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware
It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard.
Second round, straight ahead.
What are you doing out there? Let's shake it off. You need to do exactly what we did in the gym. I want you to keep your hands up, keep moving your head, keep moving your feet, cut those angles, and let's change it up.
All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays from that last round.
Unbelievable to see these high-level competitors get in each other's face, tuck their chin, bite down on the mouth guard, and just let it all hang out over the course of 5 minutes.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round 2.
Nice leg kick. That was a jab.
Big left hand. Well, straight right hand has been a good weapon for him, and this is really thick. Oh, and he moves into half guard. The guard pass is starting to pile up.
Right away, he takes the far side underhook, looks for damage from the top to come now.
Well, he's no stranger to being in this position. Strong work from the top here by Nurmagomedov. All right, has the guard closed here. Nurmagomedov's back in half guard. Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on them?
He's in a dominant position. Look at him attacking the wrist.
Ooh, that claw looks tight. Oh, he escapes.
He got out. I mean, wow, that is great submission defense.
Champ, these submission setups aren't that bad, but he keeps getting denied.
Yeah, because he's not panicking. He's taking his time. He knows what to do whenever something is coming in his direction. It's beautiful. It's beautiful to watch a guy comfortable even when he's under attack.
Back mount now. Really maximizing his shots here on the ground. Another ground and pound strike lands.
Beautiful transition.
Under 2 minutes to go in round 2. Oh, strong reversal on the ground here. Pereira's in half guard. All right, working inside the closed guard now. Alex Pereira going to work from guard here. Nice combination of strikes there. Very efficient, very effective. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Oh, he's got his knee on the belly, raining down punches here. All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you back, you want to go.
All right, setting up for a finish here. Oh, he's got that submission locked in. Oh, now he bails on the submission. And the horn sounds on round 2. All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of what was a great round, DC. Got to talk about that knockdown.
What a fantastic round. He was able to set up a great shot, got the knockdown. You have to be feeling good as he walks back to the corner.
All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. We had a knockdown there, but not a knockout.
No, it wasn't a knockout, but you can't take those shots. That big punch landed, and it sat him down. If he gets hit with another one of those, it might be good night, Irene.
You ready? You ready?
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. Just misses there with the left.
Jab, snaps the head back.
Well, confidence is high. I repeat, confidence is high. And I got to think when you knock a fighter down in the previous round, that's going to think you can do it again.
I mean, confidence is key in anything you do in regards to fighting. So, for him to secure that knockdown early, he has to feel good going forward.
Trying to establish that jab once again. That strike blocked by Nurmagomedov.
Nice low single takedown.
Working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. Oh, he's got the Kimura locked in. Oh, the submission defense holds up. He gets out.
He said that he was ready for everything that would be thrown at him. In that position, he showed that and proved it.
All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
All right, feet on the hips here. Posture's up now and lands a vicious head strike. Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Nurmagomedov. With 2 minutes and change to go in round 3. While the ground and pound strikes to the body keep on coming, you gotta start to minimize the damage. Good work here by Pereira. Well, he's got his back now. He's going for the rear naked choke now.
Oh, man, that was slick.
Crowd absolutely loving it as the fighters, however compromised, make their way back. Huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished.
Blaydes in half guard. Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Blocked! Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
Blaydes back in half guard. 20 seconds now remain in the round. Lands the grounded pound strike here. All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship rounds. All right, so that round is in the books. Khabib's corner now. We'll take a look at that lip. The cut man is in, and you got to tighten that up. It's really starting to bleed now. We'll see if it rears its ugly head as this fight continues. All right, so a big knockdown in that last round, DC. We'll show you the replay. Nearly had him out of there.
He almost had him out. He had him gone. He hurt him real bad. He thought the fight was over. But the night will go on. The dance continues. Will this be the final dance?
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here's round 4. Fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go. 4th round is underway. What is the fighter's mentality when you enter those? He's hurt now.
Cut down.
Staying offensive off of his back as he lands a strike from the bottom position. All right, so yet another ground and pound strike lands right there, DC.
He's getting very active now that he knows he can land these strikes.
Motioning for his
Great timing on that double leg.
takes his back now.
Now he's going full mount. Look at that. Recognized he was about to lose position.
Well, you know he's comfortable fighting off his back. Khabib's going for an arm here.
That is tight.
Oh, great submission defense.
Oh, nice right hand by the champ.
Blaydes back in half guard. job by him to still be a threat off of his back. Trying to guard pass here, not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transitions.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Blaydes back in full mount.
Yep, got to be very careful there.
Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top. All right, operating inside the closed guard now. Blaydes back in half guard, very comfortable here.
Getting the mount here.
Oh, the ground and pound is there. All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC.
Got his guard pass. He does a great job of getting to his position, landing effective strikes, and now his opponent's starting to swell.
10 seconds remaining in round 4. 20 minutes down, 5 to go. All right, there's the horn, and what a round it was for him, DC. And look at him walking back to that corner. He's feeling himself a little bit.
Oh, he's feeling himself, and look at his coaches. They're all celebrating because they know that if they stay the course, if they do the exact same thing, they may be able to find the finish this time.
All right, so there's the end of the round as we showed you some of the highlights, DC, and there was a big knockdown there. Thought he might get the finish. We'll see if he gets it in the next round.
Well, if he lands that shot again, it will be over. It will be a finish. You don't recover from 2 of those types of strikes. He found the right moment, he found the opening, and landed that big strike.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
5th and final round, forthcoming. He's got good leg kicks. There it is. Oh, a huge block there. He's in a world of trouble now.
They say the straight moves are the ones that get there first, and it got right to the top.
All right, closed guard now. You got to be careful, though. He's got a lot of submissions off his back. Nurmagomedov's in half guard now. All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant position. It's one of the most ideal positions you can get to, especially if you are fighting someone that doesn't truly understand that they're not in as much danger as they are. Because it's dangerous, but there are a lot of outs. And if a person isn't very understanding of that, then you
his opponent could be out of here soon, DC.
He's almost done. I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, you don't know whether to run, hide, grab, or wrestle. He's confused. He's as confused as he was on his first test in elementary school.
Nurmagomedov's in half guard. Oh, that's got to be discouraging if he gets right back up again. All right, late in the fight now, DC. The submission specialist clearly is going to be on the run. Oh, he lands a massive kick here.
That one was thrown to end the fight.
Yep. Well, at this point, DC, I'm not sure if he's just biding his time or just trying to get some extra reps, but go finish that.
Seems like the guy's playing his food. You know, he's having a good time out there. Everything's working.
Oh, big shots here. Oh, reverses the position now. Setting up a sub here. Oh, could be the beginning of the end. That looks tight.
He's out. What's the defense on display?
We'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here.
And there you go. Again, half guard.
Man, look at that damage on the right side of his body. Starting to really bruise now. Oh, lands with the ground and pound stroke. Oh, he reversed position there on the ground, and he's now in the dominant position. All right, so the fight goes the championship distance, and you may want to get the black and gold colors out. We're getting a new champion tonight. He turned in a beautiful striking display tonight.
This is one of the best performances that we have seen from a challenger in a really long time. He relied on the striking. He understood that that's where he had the advantage. He used all of his advantages, and I feel like we will hear and new very shortly.
Official decision now in. The buff has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 50-45, 49-46, and 50-45. For the winner by unanimous decision, and new undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Pereira!
All right, so Alex Pereira gets it done and has to go to the scorecards to do it, but his kickboxing looked high level.